Hey, this is Forrest Price with your Monday Moments. First, again, I'd like to thank everyone for watching and viewing and supporting me. Again, if you have any topics you'd like me to touch on, just send it to me. Send me an email or just respond to the video. And I know I am going to have some future interviews coming up. You know what? If you feel you have something you want to say, get in contact me and I'll interview you. I'll let you pick the topic. You know, it'll be light colored, it'll be fun, and we'll just have a ball. All right. Today's subject or topic. Let's get back on relationships. You know, times are changing. I know we've all heard the term that opposites attract. Well, that's not so much anymore. Because people are now into lifestyles. And before, where you can have good arguments or back and forth with your mate over your feelings about something and their feelings about something, that has changed. People have certain lifestyles now. And I don't think it'd be wise to get into a relationship with someone who has a totally different lifestyle as yours, because it's going to bring conflict, and I don't think it's going to work. So, I'm going to bring out certain lifestyles that I don't think will work if you're opposites. First one, you smoke weed. Now, I've touched on this before, and I think I've actually said it. Smoking weed is a lifestyle now. Unless, of course, you're only doing it for medical reasons, and that is the only reason you're doing it. Or if you have certain, what's that little syndrome people have now? And I know a couple people probably have it too. Oh, what's it called? Hope I'll remember it for the video's over with. Okay, but yeah, it is a lifestyle. You know, if you don't smoke weed, you don't want that smell on you, on your clothes. You want to get in bed. You want to go to room, you smell it. And more than likely that your mate's friends are going to be smokers too. And you're going to have a lot of time where your mate is with them smoking weed, or you're going to have to be pressured into do it yourself, you know. You're going to be like Craig on that stump on a Friday, being pressured into smoking it for the first time, or for the first time in a long time. So I don't think it's wise. Back in the day, a smoker and a non-smoker lived happily ever after. I think weed is a lifestyle. And I don't think it'll work with someone who doesn't do it totally at all. All right, next one. If your mate's a vegan and you are a I can't even think of the burger. If you're a double man or Carl Jr. McDonald's freak, or just an overall meat lover, being a vegan is a lifestyle. That's all she's gonna cook. You plan to live with this person, and you know, basically all your meals are going to be vegan, and you're going to learn to resent it. You're going to be sneaking off to eat your meat. You're going to be sneaking off, and to a vegan it affects everything, including sex. I mean, they can smell a meat eater in bed, you know, and a lot of them blame certain things of even some like sex, that meat affects your ability. So being a vegan is a lifestyle. Even being a vegetarian, I don't think it's as hardcore, but it's a lifestyle. And I don't, and there's probably plenty of good examples of vegans and non-vegans coexisting and having good relationships, but to me it's becoming more of a lifestyle. And if you're hardcore meat eater, I can't see it. You know, I eat meat. I'm not a hardcore meat eater, but for me to get into a relationship with a vegan, I would have pause, because I know that would be for life. I wouldn't want to do anything to prevent her from doing her lifestyles, but I think I would resent it eventually, having that be my every meal. The same with, I'll use my example for all of them. I couldn't be with someone who smokes weed every day. Couldn't do it. All right. And here's my biggest pet peeve on this list. And this is my list. I didn't get this off the internet. I wrote all this myself. If you're a timely person and that person isn't, it ain't gonna work. Plain and simple. I won't compromise for anybody now. I might give you one or two that you're a little late, or you call and let me know, but it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Sorry. Here's one, and I put this down because I think it's true. You know, having a certain sex lifestyle is now important. You know, if you're conservative in bed and your mate is very, I'm gonna say promiscuous, but very adventurous and risque, or does something more than just normal sex, and that's what they're used to and that's what they want, or that's how they get sexually satisfied, it's not gonna work. Plain and simple. You know, back in the day when you waited for your Thursday night for your sex once a week, that ain't happening no more. That man ain't waiting a week for sex. So if you're a 1 week sex person and your partner isn't, it ain't gonna work. If your partner is into doing certain things during sex and you're not, it's not gonna work. Because if he can't get it from you, he'll get it from someone else. It's not gonna work. So, back in the day where the man put up with, or even the woman dealt with situations where she probably mentally feel like she was getting raped because she was doing stuff she really didn't want to do. Women aren't putting up with it, and men aren't going to put up with it. So it is a lifestyle if you are engaged in certain sexual activities that aren't, well, per se normal, or what, you know, morally people think is whatever. Now mind you, everything I'm saying is not coming from a judgmental stance. I care less what you do or how you do it or when you do it. You know, but I'm going to put my own 2 cents just based on mine. And I think that's going to be a real problem. So, again, to me, that's more like a lifestyle. Religious values. Again, back in the day, you can have those conversations. But now religion is defined in almost 3 different categories. Either you believe in God, either you absolutely believe there's no such thing as a God, or you don't know. And it's now a lifestyle. Being an atheist is being a lifestyle. You know, and being hardcore Christian or whatever religion you're going to be in, living with someone who doesn't believe in your own values is going to be hard, because that's a lot of things you can't share. There's a lot of things you can't participate in. There's a lot of things where it's important to you and your mate won't be there. You know, or even want to hear your problems about it, especially if you're heavily involved in your church or whatever religious stance you're in. So I think it's no longer where the mate supports you even though they don't believe. Today it's an absolute. There's no gray area. You either are, you aren't, or you don't know and believe. There's no way anybody can know. So I don't think that's longer can be compatible. So I think you got to be both ways now, because it is more of a lifestyle. Your political values. Again, this was a subject that could easily, you can debate, you can have you can have a party, you can debate, it can be a friendly conversation, here, there, and there. No more, especially with this president that's in, well, I think even the last 2. Because people had such a strong opinion about Obama, and now they have such a strong opinion about Trump. Now again, I've always said I do not speak about that person, and the only reason I even bring up his note because I said political values. And it has become more of a lifestyle where people did not share their political views or what part of it. Now they brag about it. They're proud to say what they are. And I don't think any longer you can be in a household where you are at such opposite ends of the political spectrum, because it's now defined by every single subject that you're in, one way or the other. And I don't think it's no longer you're able to sit there and be in a happy household. All right, we almost get here, and I'm already at 11 minutes. Pet lovers. I'm a pet lover. I love my dogs. So whoever be with have to love pets. And even in the pet world, there are opposite ends. Because there are pet lovers, well, I wouldn't even say call them pet lovers in my mind. If you stick your dog outside and keep them outside the whole time, to me, that's not a pet lover. That's someone you hire to guard your house. So there's a distinct difference between that and that. You know, my pets have to be in the house. They have to be a part of my family. So